Hello, hello, hello! So, the infinite truth and the truth of the infinite. This is very, very critical to understand. Basically, there are three possibilities. One, if you want to call it, is the scientific possibility, which is that things are, if you want to call it, deterministic. I don't know, a cockroach will always behave like a cockroach, a rock will always behave like a rock, gravity will always behave like gravity. So it's kind of a scientific, and people try to place people into that psychology, but of course, people are much more sophisticated and deeper and complicated and conflicted. We have a mind, we have a body, we have different parts to us, we have a soul. But be that as it may, the basic structure, one basic structure of looking at reality is the scientific, which is things are made up of parts. And then if you have a group of parts, you can call it another name. So even a car is made up of parts, and then you call it a car. A cockroach is made up of parts or various emotions and instincts, and then you call it a name. And of course, people wanted to, or this kind of, if you want to call it the scientists or those quasi, want to do the same thing with people, but of course it doesn't work because people are consciousness, and we're the observer of the facts. And so it's like the observer trying to box in the observer, not the observation. But be that as it may, there's another universe which would be more the miraculous, the God, things that are possible, prayer works. We have that in scientific studies. So there's another type of universe. But, and this is the most important but, these two universes, the infinite and the finite, are not mutually exclusive. These two universes can complement each other. And in simple words, God is not the infinite and he's not the finite. He creates the infinite and he creates the finite. He's not limited by the infinite. He's not limited by the finite. The finite and the infinite are two kind of parts that allow us to exist. But there's another, so to say, I mean, obviously God limited himself to do this, but there's another universe. Not only the infinite and the finite, there is the infinite Torah, the infinite direction, the infinite ability to learn more, to grow more, to do more. That's where infinite truth exists.